We would like to thank our platinum sponsor, Ontario International Airport. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the State of the County Vision 2020. Watch as we show you just how far San Bernardino County has come over the last 10 years. Ten years ago, the Board of Supervisors and San Bernardino Council of Governments began work on a county-wide vision. Adopted in 2011, the county-wide vision is a roadmap for the future of San Bernardino County. Its purpose? To drive creation of a healthy and prosperous future for all who live, work, and play here. This vision encompasses a broad range of elements that are vital to success.
California is the leader in innovation in the entire world. And we here in San Bernardino County understand that innovation is the key to progress. So we've created a web-based app that's basically a virtual one-stop shop for permitting and land use if you're doing new construction. It means that developers and applicants and homeowners never have to set foot in a county building. It also gives our staff the ability to measure and improve our processes. And our inspectors can even do online inspections. It's innovation at its best. For our 2019 point-in-time count of the homeless, we armed our 700 volunteers with technology. We sent them out with an app to collect more information than we've ever been able to get. The information we've collected allows us to process the information faster and also do some innovative tracking services. It's been an absolute game changer in serving our most vulnerable community. We want to be the best at government services, and we want to continually get better. Countywide vision says that we're going to be a complete county. Well, complete includes being innovative. We are using technology to innovate services and to measure our effectiveness so that we can keep getting better here in San Bernardino County.
Here in the county of San Bernardino, we recognize the problems that exist, but we don't wait for solutions from anywhere else. We try to solve our own with our own resources and figure out where we can do better and where we can improve upon people's health and well-being. Generation Go is a partnership with our school district and our community colleges and Arrowhead Regional Medical Center that started off as basically a career pathways program. It could be in finance, it could be in nursing, it could be in any of the different opportunities that exist in that industry. The Career Pathways program allows them to start off at a young age, learning about it, and all the way through and up until their later years in high school where they can actually go in and participate in an internship and sample that job firsthand. The California University of Science and Medicine, now called CalMed, actually aims to solve a tremendous problem that we have in the Inland Empire in San Bernardino County. We have too many patients, not enough doctors, and so what the county did in collaboration with Prime Healthcare Foundation and Arrowhead Regional Medical Center was to create a medical school to address that and to grow our own students from within the county. The county is really at its best when it's committed to our schools, our families, our workplace. We use our collaborative effort to create an environment for health, well-being, and safety.
San Bernardino County's priority is a commitment to improving the safety of our communities. A perfect example is San Bernardino County's partnered with the City of Victorville, creating Desert Haven. It's going to provide a solid housing opportunity for the chronically homeless mental health individuals receiving treatments, bringing them off our street, creating safer communities. When we look at the challenge of the chronic homeless, it's a population not only in the county but statewide we're going to have to address. One of the programs I'm most proud of is the HOPE team, which the sheriff has created. It's addressing chronic homelessness, and it's making a significant difference within that community. The more that we create a safe environment for our communities, our constituents, the more businesses that we're going to attract. Last year, my peers and I, we allocated $1 million to the Sheriff's Department. We want to have safer communities. Having a proactive sheriff, we're going to focus to reduce crime. It's going to improve our communities and at the end of the day, increase our business investment. All these things are part of the economic engine that lead to the successful growth of communities.
What makes San Bernardino County special is that we're not afraid to pull ourselves up by our bootstraps. We identify the need, the county-wide vision enables us to do that, and therefore we're able to deliver to our residents. The Bloomington Community Project is a brand new type of approach where we, the county, are building affordable housing in the unincorporated areas of our county. The net result is that we've been able to provide 200 units in the first 2 phases with an additional 100 units with the completion of the 3rd phase. The project is an all-inclusive kind of development. It includes retail, multi-generational housing. It is providing sewer to an unincorporated area that formerly did not have access to sewer. So consequently, it's an economic development project along with an affordable housing project. Reinvesting in our communities is all about identifying what we've got and what we can do to make it better. How do we maximize our potential relative not only to past investments, but more so to the fact as to what can we do to improve, to expand, and to attract.
San Bernardino County is Western United States International Gateway. We become the port of entry for many goods and services for distribution throughout the United States. And we have international visitors now coming in and spending their dollars here to visit San Bernardino County. Ontario Airport continues to grow at a very rapid pace, between 10 to 20% a year, both on cargo and passengers. We have reached our peak in passengers since 2008 at over 5 million, and this year is going to be even more exciting with many more destinations. In the last 10 years, since 2009, we've seen $1.2 billion in foreign direct investment. South Korea represents 30% of the direct investment back into San Bernardino County. It's one of our largest international trading partners for not only San Bernardino County, but the United States. Last year, we took several of the businesses in San Bernardino County on a trade mission to South Korea. We were able to sign a sister city agreement between San Bernardino County and a part of Incheon, where they have the largest international airport to further increase cross-country investment and trade. We are a world economy now. But now with our economic development team engaging with partners, agencies, and governments around the world, we're able to assist our businesses grow and export more, help that foreign direct investment come and place their investment in the county, so make sure that they're growing their businesses here as well, and it's really helping our economy grow fast.
Please welcome Board of Supervisors Chair Kurt Hagman.
Thank you. Innovation at work, creative healthcare, safer communities, neighborhood reinvestment, a global gateway. As you can see, our leadership is hard at work to ensure that we continue to grow and lead the way. Here in the county, in Southern California, across the nation, and around the world. I want to thank my colleagues and their hard work, as well as recognize the continued commitment of our county departments. Please join me in welcoming your county leadership to the stage.
5th District Supervisor and Vice Chair, Josie Gonzalez. 1st District Supervisor, Robert Lovingood. 2nd District Supervisor, Janice Rutherford. 3rd District Supervisor, Don Rao. Assessor Recorder, Bob Dutton. Auditor, Controller, Treasurer, Tax Collector, Ensign Mason. Sheriff John McMahon. County Superintendent of Schools, Ted Alejandre. And County CEO, Gary McBride.
Let's hear it one more time for this great leadership team. They're doing a fantastic job for our residents in San Bernardino County. Thank you all very much. You know, of all my years of working at different levels of government, this team has worked seamlessly together. We have different priorities sometimes, but we get along great, and it's a really nice environment for us to be service for our residents here in the county. So it's really great. So let me introduce to you my special co-host tonight. Leticia Juarez is a dedicated Inland Empire reporter for ABC Eyewitness News. Together, we're going to talk about the places, innovators, and people that will influence the county now and for the next 10 years. Letty, please come on up and join me on stage.
Hello, Supervisor Hackman. It's so good to see you.
Good seeing you.
Good to see you. And hello to all of you. I am so excited to be here. For me, this is more of a homecoming. As you know, I grew up here in San Bernardino and graduated from Cajon High School. Go Cowboys.
And you're a Bruin.
That's
so we
true.
found that out today. Go Bruins.
Yeah, I don't know about Supervisor McBride went to San G.
Yeah, that's true.
Let's not talk
Crosstown
about
rivalry's
that.
going.
Yeah. Now, I have a wonderful privilege here of working for ABC 7 News and being able to cover this vast region for the ABC 7 News team.
That's why you're the perfect person to join me on stage tonight for this year's State of the County Vision 2020. Come on up. Let's get our nice little news desk we made up for this tonight.
I think Leslie and Philip would be
And what
so
did you think of the
jealous. Look
video?
at this. I
We've
thought
come a
that was
long way in
great.
the last 10 years, right?
Yeah, you know, I started with ABC 7 in 2010, so to see just the growth here with my own eyes, but those data points really demonstrate how much this county has grown since the Great Recession. As you know, San Bernardino County has been one of the fastest growing economies in California in terms of just overall jobs. And among California's 10 largest counties, San Bernardino County was the second fastest growing. That's pretty impressive.
Very impressive, yes.
San Bernardino County and the Inland Empire have been outpacing California and the nation in employment ever since 2013. That deserves a big applause.
A lot of the hard work for the people out here in this audience tonight, too. They're doing all that work of creating jobs for us, so thank you all.
You definitely deserve the credit. But as you know, economic success isn't just about the numbers. Success also, it demands a focus on lifestyle, innovation, and a workforce that is really ready for the future.
That's right. Many factors lead to successful investment and job creation. That's why we talk to leaders and innovators who are making their mark in San Bernardino County, and in some cases across the nation.
And one of those innovators is Tommy Lee, who created Haven City Market in Rancho Cucamonga. It's pretty, if you haven't been there, you should definitely try it. Quality of life is important to residents and employers when considering where they want to invest. And as the world of retail, restaurant, and entertainment changes, the county is changing right along with it.
Yes, we are.
You can say that Haven City Market is the new town square. So far, we have over 22 restaurants. We have all types of food. We have international food, we have local food, we have coffee, we have ice cream, we have poke, we have sushi. The list goes on and on.
My brother came up with the idea of just the name of the coffee shop, And Coffee, because as soon as he said that name, it's like, okay, we have to do it. And Coffee just links everything together. It's always friends and coffee, work and coffee, dates and coffee. You know, you just kind of bring your friends together, brings the community together, and that's why we did And Coffee.
I love the whole market concept. I travel a lot throughout the world, and they have a lot of these markets where everyone gathers throughout the day. You see old people, young people, they all come together, and a lot of time it's for coffee. So that's what we're here for. I want to bring that culture and that community to Rancho Cucamonga.
This is not just a food hall. We're going to have live music. We'll have events. We also have a 20,000 square foot outdoor space that we can host nights in the park, movie nights, yoga in the morning, all these different events that we can do. Haven City Market is all about community. It's all about understanding the owners. And you actually get to meet them, listen to their story, hear their story, taste their food, and really just embrace being, I guess, part of their family, I guess you could say.
Shrimp Shack is a family restaurant that my wife, my family, we all started our business about 6 years ago at the night market. And that's when Haven City Market came up because of my chef background, kind of created the menu actually for the Haven City.
With all this common area, open space, open seating, we're able to have communal tables, communal eating areas. It's all about community gathering, essentially.
Just saw this how Haven City Market is just being built out. We knew hey, if we get in here, this is the best spot you could possibly do, especially for our first location. This is a blessing.
This original space used to be at JCPenney, a furniture outlet store. As it went out, we came in and bought the property. We also have half the building that's our phase 2, so the chances of expanding is immense.
Quality of life isn't just about how we spend our free time, but also ensuring we have more of it. The Redlands Rail is part of that solution.
Passenger rail is an important part of how we develop and fully develop the remaining areas we have in our county and also in our region. We cannot build our way out of freeway capacity, and so we need an alternative. If you're just looking at the Redlands Passenger Rail Project, you'll have stations at not only downtown San Bernardino Transit Center, but Tippecanoe Avenue next to the Business Center, Esri Campus, downtown Redlands where we are right now, as well as the University of Redlands. But via that connection at the Transit Center in downtown San Bernardino, you can go to points all throughout Southern California, into Orange County, out to LA, with connections into San Diego, and actually ultimately further north along the coast with the Surfliner. What passenger rail gives you if you're a regular commuter is it gives you back your time, provides you a reliable timetable to get from point A to point B, and while you are sitting on that train, you are able to do your homework, catch up on your work emails, read a book, or some people like to sleep. So what's really exciting about the Redlands Passenger Rail Project is the vehicles we're bringing to the region. They're called diesel multiple units. And what we recognized when we saw these vehicles is an opportunity to do research and development and pilot the first zero-emission passenger rail train for not only our region, but all of North America. The Redlands Passenger Rail Project provides a model of expandability out to our West Valley and points beyond, not only with the smaller trains, but with these zero-emission trains that are currently under development. It's very important for our region that we find cost-effective ways to provide transit service, so as our population grows, the system can evolve and it can grow with it.
Now, I got to cover the groundbreaking of that rail line, so it's exciting to see what's going to be coming. With the new Redlands Rail here in San Bernardino County, we will have the very first zero-emission train in all of North America. Yeah.
Let's hear it. That's exactly right, Letty. We're not only to make life better for our residents and our businesses by saving them precious time and giving them more transportation options, we're going to innovate better transit solutions for the entire country.
Yeah, and innovation is alive and well here in San Bernardino County, as we know. As a matter of fact, Inc. magazine recently published its 2020 Surge Index, Surge City Index, that is. Now, this is an index that measures the data on 7 essential indicators such as early stage funding and job creation. And the Inland Empire was designated as one of the top areas for startups and innovation.
We still got all going on here. Speaking of innovators, Letty, let me introduce you to 2 companies, Re-Rubber and Connect Homes. Because they're bold thinking, these companies are going to make an impact that's felt far beyond San Bernardino County.
Re-Rubber, we are an environmental company. So tire recycling has been around for decades. It's been around as long as tires have been around. However, our technology is a little bit different. The ultimate goal with the science behind Re-Rubber is to find the highest value opportunity for scrap materials. For Re-Rubber, we're trying to create new markets. So that's where our differentiation is. It's by creating better raw materials, better science, better material science. Our chemical engineers and material scientists are focused on recovering, breaking the carbon bonds, breaking the sulfur bonds within the vulcanized rubber and creating a raw material that can be brought back to the supply chain. So by reducing the need for importation of raw materials, we're able to give the local county a raw material that is manufactured and recovered right here without dependence on foreign imports. We manufacture a water-based protective coating. We sell that to the industry from residential customers, commercial customers, all the way down to heavy industrial customers. There are many customers right here in San Bernardino County that make aerospace products, that make toys, that make various other molded parts that are using our reclaimed rubber. I care so much about this because we know very clearly that a finite resource will not go on forever. A linear system just does not work. But it's ingrained in us to save as much as we can, to reuse as much as we can, and we need to apply that to an industry-wide perspective, and that's why this is so important for us.
Innovation is everywhere in San Bernardino County, from recycling science to helping people realize their dream homes.
Connect Homes is really trying to solve a problem in the housing industry. Mainly, people have been really priced out of ever buying, building, or living in their dream home, and we want to solve that. When we launched the company, we developed a patented prefab system that essentially allows our building modules to ship like shipping containers. We don't use shipping containers, but our building modules can ship on that network. By tapping into this network, and San Bernardino is essentially a hub of the intermodal network, we can really cost-effectively deliver homes nationwide. The process for building these homes really starts from design all the way to move-in. What we're doing that I would argue no one else is doing is we're really applying an assembly line process to building single-family homes. To build a house on site conventionally is easily 52 weeks. When we were conventionally building in a warehouse, we were at about 24 weeks, and with the assembly line process that we've implemented, in 1 year we're down to 3 weeks.
Pretty amazing. 3 weeks to build a house.
I get a new home in 3 weeks. We got to get some examples here.
That's pretty amazing. So JD and Jared are just great examples of forward-thinking leaders who are disrupting business as usual, and it's happening here in San Bernardino County first.
Letty, we like to say we are a county of first. Did you know that brands such as Esri, Maglite, McDonald's, Del Taco, and even Flamin' Hot Cheetos,
my favorite,
all got their first start in San Bernardino County. Every day I get to meet entrepreneurs and inventors who are making a difference. Over the next decade, you'll hear about more firsts from San Bernardino County.
And when businesses are successful and start to grow, what's the next thing they need?
We need a dedicated workforce.
That's right. For business success, it's no longer just about location. Now business success relies on access to a skilled workforce. But as we know, finding those workers can be a challenge. We hear everything from businesses that are talking to us about a graying workforce and skills gap. And these are real issues for businesses when their workforce is retiring or new workers are coming online that aren't prepared for the right skills for the jobs of the future.
Letty, one of San Bernardino County's strengths is how we work together to solve problems. We have a young population with great potential. With the right training, we can produce a skilled workforce pipeline for business. One example of the new High Desert Training Center in the city of Victorville that will soon welcome its first class of students.
The High Desert Training Center is extremely important to us, and it was kind of vital to the region, primarily because we need those trained skills for industrial mechanic and industrial electrical. We cannot find that help anywhere else. The development of this training center is going to give us the employees that we need for the long-term sustainability.
Some of our local partners that helped bring about this center were the members of the High Desert Manufacturing Council, including Mitsubishi Cement, Rio Tinto, General Atomics, and some others.
I think what makes this unique is that this is a conversation that's been going on between the college and industry partners for some time. And what we've heard from the industry is that they need people that they're hiring trained with the basic skills that are necessary at the entry level, particularly in the area of mechatronics.
Mechatronics is a program that we've developed that's essentially industrial automation that combines the mechanical, electrical, and electronics components to work together to provide different needs that these different businesses have.
So if they continue with their training center, what they'll end up doing is getting a job with somebody in industry. We can get a sustainable family living wage with a skilled labor position. With an industrial electrical and industrial mechanical, they can go all the way through to supervision. They can then go on and get a bachelor's degree, an associate's degree. The business aspect is we're going to provide a homegrown, well-educated, well-trained workforce. And that's what we really need for the economic stability of the High Desert.
Working together, we are creating a workforce pipeline for the county and for the employers who invest in the region.
I think one of the things that I hear from CEOs in all kinds of business sectors that they're really concerned about the education system not matching up with the workforce. East Valley Water District and San Bernardino School District is really dedicated to a long-term partnership where we can develop pathways and at least expose kids to these fantastic job opportunities and hopefully create a curriculum and develop a training apparatus so that we can develop the next pipeline for workforces in the future, and not just East Valley, but in this industry as a whole. The environmental learning pathway will be a curriculum allowing you to understand some of the things you learn in your science and your math classes and how it would be applied to adult life. When it's fully up and running, our intention is to work with kids in our region from kindergarten all the way through graduation to high school. Hopefully we can inspire them with environmental science learning, water days, and just all kinds of interesting things regarding environmental learning, and get them to understand all the great opportunities that are available in the water industry. In high school, we hope to be able to provide them training using the STEM program to actually give them the capability of passing the state certifications required to work for an agency like East Valley Water District. There's a ton of opportunities, whether it's with our career pathway or many other career pathways. I couldn't be more excited about what's happening, not just with East Valley Water District, but what's happening for the kids that live and go to school in this area.
Wow. What East Valley is doing is tremendous. It really is a tremendous model for all businesses here in the county. It's amazing what can be accomplished when you get the private and the public sector working together, whether it's the High Desert Training Center or the career pathways. There's real cradle to career opportunities for young people right here in San Bernardino County. And I understand that there are career pathways in every school district across the region, which is exciting because students are being given a training as young as kindergarten. Now, I have a kindergartner, and it would be amazing for my kindergartner to be able to participate in some of the things they're doing, like robotics, healthcare, medical science, engineering, and just so much more.
Imagine what that means for the future of San Bernardino County. This evening, we shared with you how much the county has evolved and grown. thanks to most of you in this room to play a part of the last 10 years and for the future decade to come here in San Bernardino County. The county leadership of government and the impact of the county-wide vision, as well as the people who are making a difference right now. Letty, thank you so much for joining me and being a co-host. I got to try my first anchor job. You're a natural, and thanks for carrying me along the whole evening tonight.
No, thank you for having me here. It was really nice to just be in front of a crowd. People, this is my home, San Bernardino County. I grew up here, and I continue to cover it for the Inland Empire, and I'm just so honored.
It's an exciting place. I wouldn't want to be anywhere else myself. I can't wait to see what the next 10 years brings to San Bernardino County, its residents, and its businesses, because the future of San Bernardino County is in the hearts, minds, and the spirit of the next generation. Just listen to what some of the young people from our county think about the future. Again, thank you all for coming, and I'll see you soon in the networking session behind, but watch these kids and not be inspired like I am.
I want to be a doctor because I want to help people when they're sick, and I just love to be nice to people.
I want to become a detective because of all the thrill and helping people.
One of the things I want to do when I grow up is a lawyer.
I want to be a mechanical or electrical engineer because it's what I'm passionate about.
I feel like doing something in the aviation field is something that I know would actually make me happy.
When I grow up, I would like to be a professional soccer player. If I wouldn't be a professional soccer player, I would like to be a mathematician.
In my future, I want to be a civil engineer to use these types of robots and stuff to help engineers later on with building houses.
When I grow up, I want to be an engineer to help build buildings. If there's like an earthquake to happen, I could create the building to be stable enough so where you could stay inside while the earthquake is happening.
It all started in summer school before 9th grade. We had to make these wheels for our robots. The fact that you can just make anything out of nothing just really excites me.
My goal for the future is to work as a mechanic for alternative and electrical propulsion because there's many different types. They are the future.
My dream job is to become an international pilot or even a private pilot that flies like celebrities.
My dream job would be working somewhere in the medical field so I can be able to help other people and assist them into rehabilitation.
The thing that makes me excited for aviation was the idea of flying through the sky without any worries, just being able to get in the chair and control my own plane.
I would like to be an inventor or a scientist. I want to help other scientists help with their studies and figure out maybe like how can you live on the moon.
I would like to stay in San Bernardino County because it's an amazing community. It's also modernizing in technology.
What excites me about this community is that we're always evolving and there's technology being invented every day.
I think it's important to stay here in the San Bernardino County because I want to give back to my community, and I feel that with cybersecurity I can do that.
In the next 10 years, I see the county being more technology-based because over time, technology is really being more a part of our daily lives and will make our city more modern and more efficient at the same time.
I have noticed that the community is growing, more people are coming in, and I noticed that we need more doctors, we need more people in the medical field, so I would like to contribute to my community and go into the medical field and help everybody else in the community.
I think virtual reality will come into play in our county and it'll be an exciting thing for our future. So I'm kind of excited as a teacher later on in my future to see how the kids get to experience things without physically being there.
In the future, after high school, I want to stay in the county, but far enough to where I don't have to see my family every day, but I will miss them.
I really want to stay here in San Bernardino County. I want to give back to my community as they were the ones that raised me.
I'm excited about this community because I see a lot of the medical students are thriving, and there's a huge demand for doctors or anybody in the medical field.
We can definitely see the county start pushing towards the educational side. We can see the county investing into our own students to become more independent and industry oriented in order to benefit everybody in the future.
In the year 2030, I think my city might look
Well, more high tech, a little bit more crowded, but if we don't take care of our planet, some of us might not live long enough to see all these beautiful transformations.
I think in 10 years our community will be different because I think our generation is going to really impact this society and our community into being a better community and being together as one and really just caring and loving each other.
Are you ready for the future? Get started in our networking session. Please join us for light appetizers, and thank you for being part of San Bernardino County's Vision 2020.